Previously, we did a two-door conversion. Then the body was dropped and we widened the guards. Then we chopped the roof 4 inches. Welcome back. And today, on the 38 Plymouth, we're going to continue with the mods. So I was been tossing up whether or not to extend these doors, and it needs to happen. I think for the overall look of the car, considering I want to make it a 3 window, I want to delete this window here. So I think the door needs to be longer and this window needs to be longer too. And I think the effect of having a longer door and a longer window is going to make the car appear more sleek. So it's going to accentuate the chop. So that's what we're going to do. To begin with, I'm going to cut out this little window that I sort of tacked on there, and we'll bring it all back. Let's go. So I've extended the door. Well, I haven't extended the door at all. I've just moved the B-pillar back 8 inches. That was the magic number that I landed on. And I can already see that I'm happy with it. I think this field in here is going to look very, very normal. It's not going to be like an excessive distance here on the C-pillar, B-pillar. It's not going to be an excessively large B-pillar. I think it'll work well as a 3 window. Technically a 4 window because it's a 2-piece rear window, but we're still calling it a 3 window. And I've just tacked the B-pillar in. It's actually pretty heavily welded down the bottom. I'm going to add some gussets to strengthen that out later on. And I'll have to build some bracing to go inside. But I've tacked it all the way up the B-pillar just to hold it in place. And you would have seen me with the clamp pulling in on the panel and tacking the panel to the pillar, because when I extend the door, this is still going to be the closing edge. So this piece here is going to come across to here. So this profile here is not going to change. So I needed this profile here to match that profile there, if that makes sense. If I had have maintained the angle this was all on, it would have been cattywampus and not worked. So I've kept the same profile. So this should line up nicely. All that's left to do now is to slice the door apart. My strategy for doing this is I don't want to mess around with the internals, so the window winder mechanism and the door opener mechanism. So I'm going to do my cut up here somewhere, probably right here on the inside, and then because it's a straight section, I'll do it there on the outside as well. So I think that's the plan. I'm just going to cut it somewhere about here and then stretch it out. I've never done this before, so there's probably a better way. But I mean, this all looks, all these lines here, like that line, and that line all seem to be running fairly parallel along there. So I don't think it really matters where I do the cut. Let's get into it. So I got this piece in, so tacked it in there, and then I've cut this piece here. You saw me over there on the shear, cutting this out. But you can see this profile here. I don't have a piece. I don't think I've got a piece that I can use for that profile. So it's time to start making stuff. Now I've got this bead roller over there. I've used a few times over the years, but this is probably the perfect job for it. I'm not sure what what dies it comes with, but before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm going to mark this up here. Just try and mark where the profile starts on the piece. I could probably, yeah, I think I'll be able to use the brake as well, because it's quite sharp. I think that's probably the better tool for it. So I need to fold it this way, so that bit's up and that one's down. And in terms of angle, it's not much, it's about 20 degrees. About 20 degrees. Let's have a look at this. Well, the angle's perfect. Look at that. So then I'll fold it back down at the second piece, at the second mark. So I've just transferred the marks onto the back side here. And then this bend is the exact reverse of the other one. So about that. That's the profile. Pretty happy with that actually. The profile's good. Obviously needs finishing and dressing and all that, but we're in the concept stage at the moment, so I don't need to worry about that. The next part is all this. So I made this piece here, cut out a piece of metal, folded it a few times and just used the vise over there to sort of bash it into the shape I needed. It's pretty good. So it fits up nice at the front and at the back there. But once I get this piece in place, I'll be able to get an overall look at the car from the side and sort of figure out if I'm happy with everything at this point before we commit. I think that's what I'm shooting for. Yeah. Yeah, it's sick. Yeah, so I'll just fill this in here, this gap here. I'll fill that, I'll make the roof fit the door. But that looks mental. What it's done is exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted the car to look lower without chopping more out of the roof, because I think this is already getting pretty narrow. I think the proportions are really cool. Yeah, I'm super happy with that. It's mint. So obviously this is going to be filled in, and I'm going to need to build all this internal structure. Like it's a it's a wobbly mess at the minute. But that's the new look. Thanks heaps for watching. I'll catch you next time.